Okay, we're back with shelf 18, so let's start this up. First up, we have Matrix and Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions. This is just a custom cover, just as a space saver, is what it is. Then we got Max Payne. This is also a custom. That's nothing special, honestly. There's the Meg with Jason Statham. Fun flick, but again, nothing really special and not what the story actually deserved. Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus. It's exactly what you think it is. Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Seasons 1 and 2. Great series. Memento, Guy Pearce, good flick. This is a bit of a strange one. The Messengers and Freedom Land. I mean, usually with these double features, from Mill Creek or whatever, you kind of get what they're going for, like what the two movies have in common. With this, it's like, I don't get it at all. It makes no sense. It's a double feature from Scream Factory, Metamorphosis, and Beyond Darkness. We have a Steelbook of Fritz Lang's Metropolis. Great flick. Everyone who hasn't seen that, you're wasting your life. Midnight Movie, custom cover just because I prefer this particular cover image. This edition actually doesn't really exist because, the Blu-ray just comes like that. That's the director's cut DVD. I just stuck it in there as well. It just kind of, it's a good flick, but honestly, no one talks about it. Midnight Meat Train, criminally underrated movie. The studios screwed Clive Barker over again with this one. How they could claim they couldn't cut a trailer for it when the trailer they showed like Comic-Con or whatever was like a masterpiece, I don't know. Great flick. More people need to talk about that. That should be talked about like Hellraiser is talked about. Midway, Charlton Heston and Henry Fonda. Classic. Double feature. This one makes sort of a bit more sense. Mr. Sardonicus and Brotherhood of Satan. At least they're both horror movies, Mimesis, Night of the Living Dead. This is a really interesting flick. It's got Sid Haig in it, which is awesome. It's essentially a story of, people... Let's put it this way, life imitating art. And art imitating life. It's really interesting. It's a good flick. Mimic, 3-film set. Honestly, I got this just for Mimic because, is it Mimic 2? One of them, Mimic 2 or Mimic 3 is just really like a remake of Rear Window. With giant bugs, that's it. The Mind's Eye, what people say is the best Scanners movie that's not a Scanners movie. The Mist is just a custom cover because, simply because I didn't like the Canadian edition with the dual languages on it. Misery from Scream Factory. Mishima, A Life in 4 Chapters from Criterion. This is a Paul Schrader film. This movie is phenomenal. Essentially, it's a dramatization of the last day of Yukio Mishima, as well as 4 of his novels or stories written and done out as acted out. So it's sort of a biopic, sort of not. What makes this also awesome is on the special features on this, it actually includes The Strange Case of Yukio Mishima, which is what's it called? It's a documentary from 1985. Mishima's just a really interesting person. I mean, I don't think I would have liked him personally, but, he's just really interesting. Chuck Norris, in Missing in Action, good stuff. Mirrors, this is actually Mirrors and Mirrors 2, stuck in the same case, and, that other thing, the Into the Mirror, the Korean flick it was based on. Mobile Suit Gundam Collection 1, Mobile Suit Gundam Collection 2, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam Collection 1, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam Collection 2, and Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. I love Gundam, and it's just awesome. Mon Monsters. Really good flick. Don't let the name fool you. It's not cheesy or anything. It's actually quite good. The Monster. Another good flick. Monsters. The Monster Squad. I suggest if you can find this particular edition, it's worth getting. Because, you know, it's got decent amount of features and everything. And I think they re-released it as like a bare bones thing a bit back, but you know, is what it is. Monster Brawl, that was okay. Mortal Kombat triple feature: Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and Mortal Kombat Legacy. Tobe Hooper film Mortuary has one of the greatest lines ever written, in that only you can prevent graveyard babies. I love that line. Mother, South Korean flick from the guy that did The Host, Bong Joon-ho. Rebirth of Mothra 1, 2, and 3. Good stuff. Obviously HD DVD, but it's Motorhead, Stage Fright. It's Motorhead. Yeah, that's all I need to say. Mutai Warrior. Muck. That was actually alright. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was alright. The Mummy Trilogy, custom case and custom cover. Just the 3 Mummy flicks thrown in there. Then there's the Mummy, the Tom Cruise one. I actually got this for $4, so I'm not complaining at that. It's not a great movie, but it's, you know, it's worth $4. Murder on the Orient Express, really fun. Good adaptation of that story. Murders in the Rue Morgue and the Dunwich Horror. Mutant Chronicles. Mutant Girl Squad. That's a pretty fun flick, honestly. Mutants. The Mutilator. This movie is, everyone's seen that cover back in the VHS days and everything. And honestly, this movie looks great. I don't know how a movie this, I don't want to say crappy, but how this level of a movie gets a Blu-ray that looks that good, I don't really know. My Bloody Valentine complete collection. Just a custom cover again. It has the original and the remake. My Name is Bruce. I love that movie. Bruce Campbell, it is like cheesy goodness, you know. My Soul to Take. It's alright. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the single greatest Christmas movie ever made. Natural Born Killers, Director's Cut. Nazis at the Center of the Earth. It's exactly what you think it is. Near Dark, this is a custom cover again. I could not stand the cover that it came with. It was that weird, you know, made it look like a Twilight film. No. Some jackass was gonna rent that, and, you know, or like buy that thing and get like a movie like Twilight, and they were gonna be in for a big surprise. Needless Collection 1 and Needless Collection 2. Good stuff. Necromantic, and I love that cover. That's just, I don't know, that's just awesome. The Neon Demon. The Nest. Pretty decent flick, honestly. Never Sleep Again. Essentially the second best horror documentary ever made. First goes to Friday. You know, Crystal Lake Memories. The New Daughter. Despite what this looks like, this is actually a horror movie. And it's pretty good. And New Year's Evil.